Here to show us how to make her turmeric, and thank you, Smooth. That's my middle name. My middle name. It's your middle name, too. She is here to show us how to make her turmeric and red beet couscous with shaved vegetables, and she is the chef and owner of the Mar Vista restaurant in where?
Mar Vista.
Well, how about that?
How about that?
It took a while to come up with that one.
That's right.
That was a toughie. I love it when people say, so where is that?
Like Mar Vista.
You won't be attending, will you?
Right, exactly. So you call the cuisine at the Mar Vista progressive LA cuisine. What does that mean?
And or progressive Angelino. Well, that pays tribute to the fact that I have three chef business partners. There's myself, then there's Chef Derek Brandon Walker, then there's Chef George Rivas. So, there we are.
Oh, look at
so we're all
That's
born
cute.
and raised in Los Angeles, and we are all chefs. So everybody knows that LA is a food mecca.
That's
And
true.
we've had so many different influences as chefs, whether it be Latin or Korean or you name it. So Progressive Angelino is a way for us to describe all of our food under one roof. Being born and raised in Mar Vista myself, it's just really exciting to bring all of our culinary expertise in.
So
And-
too many cooks in the kitchen is not too many
no,
cooks in the
not
kitchen.
at all. And the fun thing is we all take on different things. We all take on, like, he does the oyster, or George does the oyster bar, Derek does a little Latin Asian influence.
So you keep them separate. You don't like combine dishes together.
We can. Like, but let's get on.
All right, let's
get
start
on
making the
this dish.
couscous. You guys
I'll
bring this
explain
in.
it
Thank
as
you
we
so
go
much.
along. How's
You
that?
also said that you want your food to be simple and welcoming.
That's true. And so this is a very simple technique. First of all, the most important part is to infuse flavor into the couscous prior to actually cooking it.
How
And
do you do that?
a really easy technique, well, to start off with, I'm going to put a little oil back here and get that heated up.
Okay.
I haven't even eaten this yet, and it smells so
It's
I know.
beautiful, and look at the vibrant colors. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of turmeric in back here in a little bit of oil, and I'm gonna let that kind of cook out a little bit here. Let me just grab a fork. So you can see, so turmeric is a little bit it's oil soluble, so that's really going to help
Oh my
flavor.
goodness, smell
You can
that
smell it,
nuttiness.
right?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and the medicinal qualities of turmeric are unreal. Like for inflammation, arthritis, there's just a long list. So this is going to be our turmeric couscous. I'm going to let that flavor of the turmeric really kind of get into the oil, which is going to give all the couscous flavor. The other thing that everybody has on hand is a tea bag for the most part.
This
right?
is something new. I've never heard of this.
How fast does tea infuse flavor?
Quickly.
Within minutes,
Yes.
right? Okay, so great. So you might have chamomile, you might have peppermint.
I know, isn't that interesting?
And a lot of times people don't use all their tea bags, so they have them laying around. And the same holds true to using spices. So we're using turmeric today because I love the vibrant color. But so many people just have spices that they never use, and there is a time frame in which you should use spices because they lose their quality, their potency. So here, what we're going to do is we're just going to infuse. See that? It's like chamomile tea. All right?
Oh my goodness, that's
right? Beautiful, beautiful.
In there was just water?
They're just water.
She's
It's
actually
just
just
like we're
making
playing. Yes, exactly. Now I have some
beets.
diced beets, and obviously this is when you want to put, you could put your vegetables in here. And I like to call this dish refrigerator review, because how many times have you guys have like half an onion?
And what are you going to
Or
do
like
with that?
a piece
Exactly
of
right.
zucchini, or like half a beet, or what have you. This is such a great opportunity to take advantage of all those little bits and pieces that don't go into the big meal of the dish.
Right, and just throw them in here if they're left over. Exactly. Just like you said, if you're using turmeric because you really love it and because of all the great health benefits, but you could use anything that's in your
Cumin,
cupboard.
smoked pepper, depending on what you have. Marjoram, oregano, it could be an herb, it could be. But take advantage of all those dried spices that just
Sit there.
sit around.
This is true.
So Jen, a little salt in each one. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic here to give that turmeric a little flavor. And there's a little bit of just olive oil in there. Okay, like I said, it's fat soluble, so that's really going to help color it. And put a little salt there.
Good with like a nice side of fish, white fish.
Absolutely, this would be good. Hey, anything you have in your fridge, I guarantee you this would be good.
And that's just water.
So this is just water, and the ratio is 1:1. So this is what I love about this African couscous. Oh, bless you.
Spicy, so
Did I get you?
You got me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Good.
This is a North African couscous made of semolina.
Oh,
this
I love it.
cooks within minutes,
Yeah.
literally. So I'm
And
going
it's
to put that in.
1:1?
1:1. Going to put that in. I've got this boiling here.
Couscous. Is it like
It's a grain.
It's a
grain.
pasta. It's a grain pasta. It's semolina, this particular. But there are others, like Israeli or pastina
Which is
in
bigger.
Italy, which is bigger.
Uh-huh.
But you know, I feel like a lot of people, you could replace the rice that you're eating with couscous. It's better for you. It's lighter. But a lot of people think couscous, oh, it's fancy. I can't do it.
So fancy.
It's easy to make as rice.
Okay, literally within minutes.
It's a
we will
carbohydrate,
be done.
right?
Yeah, well, it's a grain.
Okay, now check it
fiber.
out. Like literally, we are finished. So
That's
we're gonna
it.
pull this over. Yeah, we just let it sit for a minute, and let's just do this. So we
I have
just
some
throw-
questions about the vegetables because there's some things in here I have no idea what they are.
Well,
I'm
maybe
eating
you have
things I
things in
no
your
idea.
fridge that you don't know.
What
they
is
are.
it?
Well,
It's
she's
really
going to
good.
tell you what's in it right now. You
Yeah.
ready for this?
So these are different kinds of beets. There's black beets.
Do you want me to put these in?
Oh.
The salad in?
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. The radishes. So there's
radish.
Yep. There's a watermelon radish. There's a black radish, which
Oh,
kind of
that's
has
a
a little
black
horseradish.
radish.
That's correct. And then we have different beets. So this is a Chioggia beet. This beautiful candy stripe. It looks like a target. I like to call these the target beets.
Show it to the camera so they
Yeah.
see what you're doing there.
this-
See that?
Yeah,
That's
it's the bullseye beet.
Looks like a grapefruit.
Gorgeous, right? So these are all raw.
Is this grapefruit?
No, I think those are golden beets.
Are they?
Okay.
And what's the little nut? Is that a nut in there?
Oh, there's cashews. in
Cashews right here.
Oh,
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do
So
the
while I
salad.
do that, I'm gonna have you fork this. How about it, lady?
yeah.
You're putting that in?
Yeah, you fork
We're
this.
putting
I'll
them
fork
together?
this. Well, we're gonna put them in the salad.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, look
Yeah,
at that.
you
Do
want
you
to
see
take
that?
your fork and kind of like loosen it up and see how that literally within minutes, right?
Oh, it smells
And how
so good.
fast is
I
that?
can't believe how filling that is.
Okay,
Maybe
now we're
it's
just
the
gonna
couscous
toss it
then.
in. So now we have the red beet. We have the turmeric.
There's a lot of protein in this too, by the way.
Perfect.
Okay, there you go.
Gorgeous.
So good.
Now, honestly,
good.
whatever, like I said, refrigerator review. This would be great with fish. It'd be great with leftover chicken. It could be even great with leftover Thai food. If
What
you
are
got
these?
Really creative.
Are those
I don't
beautiful
know.
radish? What are those?
So those, yep, radishes.
Just put them in
toss
and then just toss?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Mix
then
that
we'll-
up, Debbie. You got to get your.
Oh, yeah, the
taste
cashew.
buds going.
Goodness.
Right.
So exciting.
So I guess the idea about all this is that they're simple flavors, but the way in which to infuse them, a tea bag, spices that you have laying around. And literally it takes 2 minutes to make a meal this fancy.
Smart.
I mean,
Wow.
you know, and when you want to throw your vegetables in there at the same time it's cooking, easy.
All
done.
that, and she can sing feel-good songs.
And-
Look at that. Look at how beautiful that
Don't
is.
eat all
That's
that.
gorgeous,
Some of that.
right? And you would go out to lunch
Amazing.
and like not knowing that this would take you 3 minutes.